Kodaka, you think shit's funny, huh? I know you saw my Danganronpa in 2023/2024 video. And then after that, you went to Nintendo and said, hey guys, we need to make a direct so I can show off the 100-line Last Defense Academy project that I've been working on. I know that's exactly what you did. And I would be mad if the game didn't actually look kinda good. It looks kinda good, I'm not gonna lie. That shot when they're all in the classroom and then all of the sprites pop up, I'm like, dude, we're so back, we're so back. I think in general, I prefer when they work with 2D sprites over these 3D models and 3D animations, but judging by the trailer, it seems like they've come a long way. Like, it is a whole nother level from VLR and Zero Time Dilemma. Like, I'm sure Raincoat was also the same kind of clean 3D art style, but I honestly haven't played Raincoat. It looks to me like the game is going to be split into two types of gameplay. The first one being the classic visual novel sections with the 2D sprites. You do free time events, you probably progress the story that way, I would imagine. And then the other type of gameplay is the 3D turn-based Fire Emblem style of gameplay. From the trailer, it looks like you can only bring 4 characters into battle, which is cool, but it looks like one of them has to be the protagonist, which kinda sucks that I can't bring all of my favorite characters into battle at once, but the protagonist seems interesting, so I don't have a problem with that. Also, you know how in Danganronpa, when you complete a character's free time events, it'll give you an ability that may or may not help you during the class trials? I imagine that same mechanic will be present in this game, where spending free time with characters and giving them gifts will level up their abilities, and I think from a gameplay standpoint, it'll be even more gratifying to spend time with your favorite characters since it can have a more immediate impact during turn-based gameplay. I'm a little bit concerned about there being 100 days. I hope there aren't 100 turn-based combat sections, and if so, I hope they keep it interesting. I mean, shit, they could do a Plants vs. Zombies type thing where they just introduce a whole bunch of different mechanics with the enemies so it doesn't get stale, but I'm worried that it could get old really fast. Like, if you're always fighting in front of the school every day in an open field. But I did see a section during the trailer where they're fighting in front of a broken bridge, which makes me worry less about that. However, I do hope that there is at least some sort of exploration, whether it's within the school or outside of it. Like, I could see a scenario where they have to leave the school so they could scavenge for resources or something similar to that. Maybe they gotta rescue somebody, maybe there's some sort of side plot that makes them incentivized to leave the school. I don't know. I feel like they could make that happen. Also, apparently there's supposed to be 100 endings. That feels very Uchikoshi core. I imagine a lot of them will be bad endings, similar to how in VLR you get a brief period of text where everyone says, "What the Sigma?" and then you die. I know not everyone has seen this other trailer, but there is another trailer for the 100 line because it's on the Japanese YouTube channel for Aniplex, and it got mogged by Bochi the Radio 54, which is valid because I love Bochi. But in this trailer, there's a sequence at the very end where our protagonist loses control of himself and stabs the cameraman, who is the hidden 16th student hiding within the school. I imagine this sequence is related to this part in the description that reads, "A strange creature calling himself Sarai appears and offers Takumi the power to protect those he holds dear. All he has to do is stab himself in the chest." It sounds to me like a pact where he has to give a piece of himself in order to gain power, and if he tries to obtain too much power, he snaps and kills the cameraman. It's kinda giving me Axe Ending from 999 kind of vibes, which is absolutely goated and I'm totally there for it. So either way, I'm hyped. Speaking of endings, it seems to me as though there's gonna be permadeath, so I imagine the 100 different endings are related to which characters are alive and which characters died. I hope there's gonna be a Uchikoshi good ending, where you can save everyone and then you drive off into the sunset and you're sipping lemonade and everyone's just having a grand old time. And I hope there will be a chapter select so you don't have to replay the entire game to get that ending. But none of the prior games have ever had that problem, so I don't think it'll be an issue. For the characters, I like them so far. We got evil Hatsune Miku, which is just so goddamn edgy that I can't help but feel like, yep, we are so Danganronpa right now. We got Mickey Mouse Clubhouse over here, looking like a Beta Ryoma sprite. We got Beta Mondo, who also just drives a motorcycle. Like, this is just Mondo in a disguise. You are not fooling me. We got Angie, but sporty, which is honestly peak. We have Weeby News as the support character. She went from being Kaede to being this character. Like, look at the white hair, the black headband, white overcoat, come on. We also have the VTuber Machina X Flayon as our protagonist. We also have Toko Fukawa if she took a shower. We got Beta Kokichi, who's normal, and we have this character with a big green apple on their head. This last shot here is the most interesting to me, because we can see all 15 characters from this image right here. Additionally, we can see a second mascot character. We've seen the one in the black hat, but not the one in the red hat. One weird thing that I noticed is I don't see the white-haired scythe guy. It's possible they could be this character in the background. The rightmost character in the frame doesn't seem like him. It's definitely a girl's outfit. And it looks like it might be this character seen in this artwork from 2019. They share the same sort of short, blonde hair. Also, it's worth noting the pig in the bottom left, hello? We also have a fucking robot, Senator Armstrong from Metal Gear Revengeance, red-haired Senku from Dr. Stone, and Elias from the Ancient Magus Bride in the back. Comparing this to another later piece of artwork for the previous named Limit X Despair project, which we now know is the 100 line, it shares a very similar composition, but the characters more closely resemble what we can identify in the trailer. The girl in the bottom left definitely strikes me as an earlier design of the girl with the blue hair, you know, evil Hatsune Miku. To be honest, I prefer this design more to what we see in the trailer. It also looks like the protagonist might have been this redhead girl. I like the different colored socks. It's giving me Ibuki Miyota, but like a little bit more subtle. I feel like it would work, and I really like this design. It seems like the guy to the right swapped hair colors with her and became the protagonist, and the red-haired girl became the white-haired support character that we see in the trailer. We also have Beta Mickey Mouse. That much feels pretty obvious, and it looks like they use a flute? Like, whose kid is this, bro? Shouldn't you be practicing hot cross buns on your recorder? Okay, now for the 3 elephants in the room. Why is there a fat raccoon with a knife, and can they please still be in the game? Who the fuck is this old man character? We've seen him twice. Did your kids paint this purple egg design on your head? Are you the headmaster of this school? The way it's framed, it makes it seem like they're on par with or allied with the students, which makes me think that they're not supposed to be Sarai, the mascot character, but it does kind of look like that purple egg thing is maybe a brain, so like maybe? I don't know. Also, there's another skull guy in the background. I'm assuming they're the antagonist, but we haven't seen anything about that in the trailer. It does kind of resemble some of the boss monster designs, so it's likely the antagonist will look similar to this, but they've chosen to keep it a secret for now. It's possible that they scrapped the raccoon, they scrapped the old guy, they scrapped the skull guy, because these are old artworks, but we'll just have to wait and see. Okay, last thing that I noticed, for now at least, is in this shot here, you can see there's spikes on the sword and the scythe. Scythe guy is getting his hand absolutely destroyed. Those are some giant ass spikes. That dude's hand is obliterated. But judging by the sword of the protagonist having spikes, the character next to them who we don't see their face, as well as Scythe guy in the background having spikes on the handles of their weapons, it seems like it's going to be for everybody like that. Maybe the motorcycle guy has to sit on a big ass spike, I don't fucking know. But it seems like it's going to be important that maybe you have to give some of your life force, give some of your blood in order to obtain these powers. That's the logical conclusion, but once again, I'm really just speculating out of my ass. Anyways, that is enough out of me for now. I feel like an insane person making a 10-minute video about a 2-minute trailer. I am excited, okay? You know, my friends were like, hey, have you seen the direct? They showcased new Danganronpa stuff. You're the Danganronpa guy. And I'm like, I am the Danganronpa guy. You got me. You got me. This is up my alley. You got me. I'm caught. If any new news comes out, or I come up with a new theory, or, you know, I just want to discuss even further, I'll make a new video. But I feel like I got everything that I wanted to talk about in this one video. So let's wrap this up because we got like 5 seconds till the video ends. Like and subscribe to this one. Shit. It's so cooked. Ah! Ah!